career. The floating stones only just stopped. They were moving like crazy a minute ago. We can't see the guide, so it gave us quite a scare. Once you clear this area, I will lead the Ironheart excavation from higher ground. I'll also coordinate with you so that the guide can use the arcane weapon too. We're almost there. Let's go.
It seems I've caused quite a scene. Fortunately, Luna was able to quickly explain the situation, so things could be settled.
Albion should thank me. Jeez, I can't believe a great artist like me is being bounced around some battlefield.
As a result, I was able to align the floating stones, allowing us to approach the arcane weapon. Thank you, Luna.
I've finished repairing my super thrusters and I'm leaving to join you. See you at the operations site.
Hey, I'm coming too. See you soon.
Out of my way!
Marcus, let's go now.
Why, you little...
That's it! Reyna can take command of the field on high ground. Let's just them again.
Why are you dragging your feet? You have to come here anyway, and I need your arm.
They're trying to get under our skins. Just wait.
Oh, that rude bastard.
Descendant, are you ready? We'll begin the operation. Marcus, what's the status of the vehicle? Move it to the designated area once you arrive. Kyle, Luna, focus on escorting the tactical armored vehicle.
Thanks to Carl and Luke's escort. They're soon. Don't worry. I can see your blazing eyes, but are you sure about this? Are you willing to sacrifice yourself?
Out of my way! someone tell you? Poor thing.
Steel yourself. They don't realize your potential. If things go as planned, you won't have any problems. I guarantee it.
die is so exciting. Yes, come. I will kill you and offer the last Iron Heart to Master Karel.
Don't be afraid of them.
If things don't go to plan, we'll come and support you. Don't worry. Just focus on your mission.
Shit!
I can sense their belief in you. I can see it in all those people who defeated you.
Even if you kill me, you'll eventually die from this arcane empire. But I don't have to experience that. Because I'll be the one who will touch your corpse functions. Being killed by me will be less painful, I promise you.
We can take control of the route by defeating that commander. Finish them. Well done. Wait a minute. Marcus, let's go now.
Descendant, are you ready? We'll begin the operation. Marcus, what's the status of the vehicle? Move it to the designated area once you arrive. Kyle, Luna, focus on escorting the tactical armored vehicle.
Thanks to Carl and Luna's escort. Don't worry.
But are you sure about this? Are you willing to sacrifice You've seen this before. It will eat your arcade. Did no one tell you? Poor thing.
Steel yourself. They don't realize your potential. If things go as planned, you won't have any problems.
I'm loading.
and offer the last Iron Heart to Master Karel.
I'm loading.
Hey, it's almost over. Don't be afraid of them.
If things don't go to plan, we'll come and support you. Don't worry, just focus on your mission.
Since their belief in you, I can see it in all those people looking at you. Just yourself and concentrate on something.
Even if you kill me, you'll eventually die from this arcade. But I don't have to experience that. Because I'll be the one who tests your thoughts. Being killed by you will be less painful, I promise you.
Enemy commander eliminated. It's time. Marcus, advance now. Ready, Descendant? Guess inhaling all that excavation dust was worth it. Recover the Iron Heart as soon as Marcus punches a hole in that thing. Marcus, we're ready over here. How about on your end?
All ready, ma'am. Just give us a signal.
All right. Get rid of that hunk of iron.
Just what I was waiting to hear. Lock on target! Fire!
Descendant, it's all up to you now. Descendant? Descendant! That's it! Good job, everyone! Operation complete.
Approaching the third Ironheart. System synchronization process 100%. Everything is fine, Descendant. I can now control this Ironheart. Finally, after everything we've been through, we have obtained the Ironheart. It may only be one of the 3 Ironhearts, but we can still alter the future with it. For instance... Wait. Descendant. This Ironheart. The ancestors have left some encrypted data for me. File type. Inversion technology database. Descendant. How do the ancestors know about inversion? I thought inversion was Vulgus technology. This is beyond comprehension for my analysis system. Not to mention, this database has been protected with a powerful encryption system that can only be unlocked by observing inverted energy. We should take the Ironheart to a safe place for now. Let's hurry and return to Albion. I have something I must tell the Descendants.
Descendant, it's Seneca. If you're transporting the Ironheart back to Albion, you'll need to leave it there for now. It looks like the Colossus Devourer is drawn to the energy of the Ironheart. If you bring it to Albion now, the situation will become much worse.
Damn, what the heck? Why do you keep getting in the way at times like these, Colossi?
Not completely unexpected. Same thing happens every time an Ironheart is removed. We should brace for an intercept battle.
Don't act all nonchalant about this. You haven't even fully recovered yet. Kyle, listen. start transporting the Ironheart again when things settle down.
Descendant.
The space-time fabric of the void is
Descendant, Devara is a colossus that hasn't been seen for some time. It was last spotted a decade ago. It's a powerful colossus, which makes it very difficult to defeat. The existence of Devara in itself is devastating enough. But the biggest issue right now is that it's appeared at a location close to Ingress. If we fail, Ingress will be in great danger. Please, intercept Devourer.
Have you completed preparations?
Hey there. What can I help you with?
The space-time fabric of the void. You did it. Your actions have saved Ingress from destruction once again. However, the frequency of colossi appearing and moving toward Ingress is increasing. And many of them have been spotted close to Ingress. We need to find a solution for this once and for all. At this rate, Ingress is more likely to be destroyed by the colossi than the Vulgus. To prevent that from happening, we must close the dimensional wall immediately.
Just get to... I've received the intercept battle results from Seneca. This won't do. Since we have the Ironheart, closing at least one part of the dimensional wall might be a good idea. Everyone, we're going to use the Ironheart at the Albion Prime hands. It's time to fulfill our desire to stop the Colossi. Enzo, prepare to activate the Prime hands.
Affirmative.
Descendant, why don't you go and observe? Since you played a key part in securing the Ironheart, you should experience this glorious moment firsthand. The future of humanity will change from here on out. I'm proud of you.
HQ, the Ironheart is in position. Prime hands ready to be activated.
I never thought that I'd live to witness this moment. Activate Prime hands. I'll also head. Enzo, what happened? Why has the emergency stop been activated?
It's the guide. Alpha, the guide wants to speak with you urgently. It's about the Ironheart.
Attention, all descendants. Listen to what I have to say for a moment. Please, do not use the Ironheart. We don't have much time.
If all modules were the same, I'd be out of a job, right? Modules will make you stronger.
Descendant, I have a responsibility to guide everyone on the proper use of the Ironheart. As such, I strongly recommend that you delay in using the Ironheart. If we use the Ironheart inside Albion, we may entice all of the Colossi to us. With our discovery of the final Ironheart, all the Ironhearts in Ingress have been exposed. Soon, the Ingress dimension will reach a state of entropy saturation. The energy emitted by the 3 Ironhearts is too great to be circulated naturally. If we close the dimensional wall now, it could disrupt this already strained energy circulation, leading to a greater disaster. The point where the circulation is disrupted will connect to the void dimension, and the location of Ingress will be divulged to all Colossi. Powerful Colossi like Devourer have already appeared. It would be wise to refrain from using the Ironheart now. What if we
Enough! I don't want to hear anything else you have to say. You can disconnect, Enzo. Reactivate the Ironheart in the Prime hands immediately.
Alpha, are you seriously going to go ahead with this? Even after hearing all of that? Please reconsider.
Okay, sounds like it's about to get noisy in HQ again. As an executive officer, this whole situation is very confusing. Ever since the Magisters announced the Dimension Isolation Theory, the Ironhearts and the Dimensional Walls have been the only way to save humanity. But now it looks like the Ironhearts can also bring disaster. This isn't a situation where we can just blindly trust the guide. Countless soldiers have lost their lives, and a huge amount of resources and time have been spent looking for the Ironhearts. We're talking about the hopes of humankind crumbling away here. But if what the guide says is true, we have to re-examine our plan for humanity, as well as reconsider the purpose of the Ironhearts. I thought it would be over once we found the Ironhearts, but things are getting more complicated. I'm receiving a transmission from Alpha. I think he's looking for you.
Descendant, return to HQ immediately. I'll fill you in on the operation. Nell and I have reached an agreement. I don't like it, but it's workable.
Got a question about the operation? But first, I need to speak to you about something, Descendant. I understand the Ironhearts attract Colossi, but that can be solved by closing the dimensional wall. Not using the Ironheart when faced with this possibility is too great a sacrifice for humanity. There has been no bigger threat to us than the Colossi and the Vulgus. For humankind who has lived through such disasters, this is our best chance, and we must bet everything on it. We'll use the Ironheart as planned, however. Taking all opinions into consideration, we have decided to use the Ironheart at a different location, not in Albion. If you're concerned about what the guide said, we'll use the Ironheart somewhere else, away from Albion. Strategically and tactically, we found a good location for it. The White Knight Gulch. So far, prime hands have been found in the following zones: the Albion Mountains, the Hagios Fields, and the White Knight Gulch, the location of the main base of the Order of Truth. Yes, I did say main base, but Vulgus occupation of the White Knight Gulch has declined by 50%, according to the latest reports. That means it's worth a shot. Also, the Vulgus forces have lost a large number of units over the last few decades. Even if we estimate the number of remaining forces to be high, we'll have no trouble defending the area near the prime hands. Descendant, go to the White Knight Gulch and secure the ruins containing the prime hands. Valby and Eugen should still be there. They were sent to investigate Ironheart traces. I'll have them support you.
Enzo, if the guide acts suspiciously, report to me immediately.
You don't need to worry. The guide is an AI with no corporeal form. She can't utilize any physical force by herself. And we also have no way to stop the guide at this moment.
That is definitely a problem.